Hey Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Dominant Placements. If you feel drawn to this reading anyway, then it's for you, no matter what sign you are. We're focusing on what needs to be released so you can embrace emotional stability for this reading. We've already pulled your cards, but if you want a personal reading or you want to gift us a tip, all of that info is on the screen somewhere. If you want to check out what readings we offer, those are pinned to our TikTok or in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. So yeah, we have Queen of Wands reversed that fell out on the floor. We have Four of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, Five of Wands, and Queen of Swords. Okay, so it's looking like you'll need to release a little bit of like a lack of confidence, or if you're not feeling like so great, I even want to say like passionate. That could be passionate about yourself or even just passionate about what you're usually passionate about. Yeah, you're being called to release like a lack of confidence, and it looks like the divine is wanting you all to step into boundaries and embrace structure within your relationships. And I'm also seeing embracing like, firstly, the relationships for you where you feel connected in at a soul level, that make you feel grounded, where your boundaries are embraced. So where people that respect your boundaries are pretty much who you should be connecting with at this time. You might also need to communicate your boundaries to someone, or I don't know, like communicate your routine. Like if there is someone that something somehow is conflicting with your routine, or for example, like a friend that wants to hang out when you have work to do. I don't know, just an example, something like that, or a friend that oversteps a boundary of yours that makes you feel uncomfortable. So it looks like there's some sort of communication that needs to be established, and this is quickly. Or you might just need to like either bring your friends into your routine, not just friends as well, could be any kind of relationship, family, lover, partner, whatever. Because there's something that looks like it's conflicting with your discernment or your wisdom. Like it might be like something that you already know that you're like, I don't know, with the Hanged Man at the base of the deck, there's also Five of Wands, Nine of Wands. You may even need to take a break from someone that's draining you. But it also looks like it's important for you all to look at like what you're sacrificing in your connections. Like putting in too much work or doing too much work in a relationship. But anyway, that will only be for like someone. Any conflict that you have been in also needs to be released, and it does look like you'll need to like embrace your own wisdom at this time when it comes to that sort of thing. What else needs to be released for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio so they can embrace emotional stability? What else needs to be released so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio can embrace emotional stability? Needs to be released. We have the Moon, the High Priestess, the World card reversed, and Temperance with the Hanged Man still at the base. There's definitely something that I feel like that's going to be revealed to you all over time, but I see that like this has been coming up, or this came up in the last pile as well, the need to trust your intuition. But with the High Priestess, but we have the moon here as well. I mean, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're naturally connected to your intuition, to your psychic senses, and they are usually really strong. So there's something that is wanting to be revealed to yours. So you'll need to like take the time to like listen to your own inner discernment, and the wisdom, I want to say, within your emotions. Some of you might need to embrace some sort of moon magic, or I hate calling it that. The moon cycles, let me put it that way. But you might be doing like ceremony and ritual around the moon if you're into that. That is encouraged. So like full moon, new moon, whatever, like maramataka. That could also help. Also, even if you're not doing any like ritual ceremony, you might just be embracing the different things that you feel as the cycles are going. And I see you're like learning a lot more about yourself and your emotions, because our emotions are tied to the moon, just generally. So that might be something that you're learning as well, and how to work with the moon, and how the moon, I'm hearing, charges your intuition, I was going to say, and your psychic senses. The world reversed. You'll need to release any fear and lack of change. I also want to say there are some old cycles, or some cycles that have not finished, have not completed. So you'll need to be patient with the cycles and the time that you're in. Like, you can't force the moon to come to completion, if that makes sense. If there's still like 2 weeks to go before the full moon, you can't force the full moon to be happening now. And I feel like that might be something you're learning, is like the cycles and the seasons of time, and navigating your emotions and your intuition with it. It's making me think of the tides as well, like ebb and flow, and sometimes it's high tide, sometimes it's low tide, and you can't force that change. You just have to wait for the tide to come back, or go out, or whatever it is. So you might be learning that, or embracing that within your own self, like, learning to be patient with the fluidity of your emotions, and how your intuition is heightened at one time or operating differently at another, if that makes sense. So yeah, lots of expansion and lots of growth. I'm also seeing you'll need to embrace like stillness. So there are periods for you all that are meant to be still, where you're meant to be still within your emotions. Yeah, I'm seeing like really still moving, but like still waters, like imagine being by a lake and it's like really quiet, but you can still see those small movements within the water. So sometimes I'm seeing source saying like sometimes that's your being. Yeah, so some of you are a lot more affected by the moon and those natural cycles than you realize. How can Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or what do they need to release in order to embrace emotional stability? And we have the Lovers. I'm hearing your shadow side, but also, yeah, the harmony between your light and your shadow, like the hidden aspects of your being, and also embracing, communicating with those parts of yourself, your spirit, your intuition. So some of you might need to like learn how to do that a little bit more, because there's a lot there to do with, a lot there that's attached to your sense of worth, your value, and learning how to like stand in your power. I also see that this is going to help you make choices, listening to your intuition and trusting your intuition, and that tie that it has to your subconscious, your moon, the moon, your emotions. There also might be something here to do with your like moon cycle, your menstrual cycle as well.